everyone, I'm Bailey. I'm one of the Australian keepers here at our zoo, and I'm here today with Houdini. Houdini is our European legless glass lizard. I promise that as much as he looks like a snake, that he is actually a lizard, and he's enjoying some fresh substrate right now, so this is some new substrate for him, and he's also getting some of his favorite treats. Currently, he's chomping on an earthworm, which is one of his favorites. These guys are ground dwellers, so they spend a lot of time hunting other creatures that would live on the ground. So they really love earthworms and snails and slugs and all sorts of other bugs. They also can eat small mammals, so Houdini once a week does get to eat a mouse. We don't give it to him whole because he's not like a snake, so his jaw is not nearly as flexible, but he does get that once a week and he really loves it. But he does also love his worms and his, maybe, if he can eat it, there you go, buddy, and his cockroaches. So that was a cockroach right there. So if you're looking at Houdini when you're upstairs in Scoot's Family Gallery, there's a couple things that you can look for to be able to determine that he's a lizard instead of a snake. One of those cool things is his eyelids. So if you are in our snake room and you're watching our snakes and you're trying to have a staring contest with them, you're probably going to lose, because they don't actually have eyelids to blink with, so they're going to beat you every time. But Houdini here actually does have eyelids, and he does blink often. You might catch it on our video. He's very active today too, so we're working on trying to keep him interested in what we've got going on. Oh yes, yummy. So there's some other cool things about him that you can tell make him a lizard. So if you look at the sides of his head, let's see if he'll let me show you, you'll see ear holes. So right there is an ear hole. He's all wiggly. So these guys have external ears, whereas snakes have internal ears, so they lack that ear hole. Another really easy way to tell him apart from his snake friends is he has this lateral line along his body. So starting at the back of his head down his body is this lateral line, and then where this ends, this whole entire thing, this is his tail. So if you look at a lizard, they have a very distinct head, body, tail. Snakes have a much smaller tail, so if he was a snake, he'd probably have just this little itty bit of his back end being his tail. Oh, he found a cricket. We've got some more toys in there for him to eat, so maybe he'll find some stuff. Stay in the tub for a minute. He's a very interactive creature. So if you're upstairs in Scoot's Family Gallery, you might notice that he likes to interact with you. He does like to watch people. He has really great eyesight. He's actually target trained. So if we get out our target stick, he'll target around for crickets and for cockroaches and for his earthworms. Do you want to eat this? He's very busy right now, so he's keeping me busy too. So another really cool thing about European glass lizards is even though they are legless, if you look at an x-ray of them, you can actually see remnants of where their legs once were. So they think that what happened is they evolved over time to not have legs to help them burrow in the ground, but they do still have vestigial hind limbs. So if you're up really close to Houdini and he's sitting still, which he's not right now, but we'll see anyway, he has little teeny tiny spots where his back legs once were. So right there, that's a little teeny tiny back leg. But it's pretty hard to see. He's a pretty fun guy. We really love getting him out for very short guest interactions. You can see that his attention span is pretty short, so he likes to kind of do his own thing, which is what he's doing today for our keeper talk, which is totally fine. We like to let him explore new environments all by his own. Well, we're going to hang out with Houdini for a few more minutes and just give him a couple more treats. But thank you all for visiting the zoo. We hope to see you soon.